Hi everyone, my name is Victor and I'm one of the authors of TechNeed. Today we're going to continue with our course. We're going to be looking at understanding and using the Ansible adhoc command. In our previous lesson, we've looked at how to create lab for this exercise. So we've created our labs and we've created the Ansible control node and also an Ansible managed node. All right. So now let's understand what Ansible ad-hoc is. So from the word ad hoc which means impromptu, which means basic. So Ansible ad-hoc is just the basic Ansible command. That's all. It is the basic Ansible command that is used to execute Ansible operations or tasks in a very simple way. In a very simple way. So let me give an instance. If you need to get the uptime of a particular node, what you should use is the basic Ansible command, and which is just the basic Ansible ad-hoc. I mean, you don't want to begin to write a playbook to be able to get the uptime of a server, or you don't want to begin to write a playbook to just quickly know who is logged on to a server. So with the Ansible ad-hoc command, you can easily execute Ansible operations in a very simple way, right? So that's what Ansible ad-hoc is. And the Ansible ad-hoc can be used to also manage files, all right? So it can, of course, it can be used to carry out a very quick Ansible task in no time, and it can interact with both Ansible control node and manage nodes, all right? And Ansible ad-hoc can be used to also manage packages, reboot servers, manage users and groups, and it can do so many other things. So how do we run this Ansible ad-hoc? To be able to run the Ansible ad-hoc command, you just need to follow this basic syntax. So you can do Ansible, the managed host, or whatsoever host you want to execute the Ansible task on, -m, the module, -a, and the argument. So what this means is Ansible, which is the utility or tool, then the managed host. The managed host can be hqsdev1.technic.com or whatsoever managed host it is, and the -m is just to use the type of module you want to use as against the Ansible task, and -a is the argument. So there are other options anyways that can be added to this basic syntax, but we will look at that as we go on in this course. So let us even understand what module is, because we talked about module. I know that in the previous lesson I've also talked about module when I introduced Ansible, but then let us look at what module is again. Modules are small programs, or rather units of code with tasks, Python code specifically, which are executed from a control node on managed host using the Ansible adhoc command or Ansible playbook. So modules are just like bomb, like the real bomb you use to execute your Ansible task, right? So they're just basically task plugins, and the Ansible software by default has various modules. Like we have a lot of modules. So let's see some of them. Like I said, by default, Ansible came with its own module, and so to see the default modules Ansible came with, we can use the command Ansible doc-hell. So it's going to show you all the list of the modules we have. So it's taking its time. All right. So you can see that we have a lot of modules here. If I press the space bar, I can keep scrolling down to see the different modules we have. And you can also see the function of the modules. So you can see, for example, Azure_RM_CDN profile_facts. This will get the Azure CDN profile facts. So if you scroll down, you will see a lot of modules here. So for example, let's even look at what YUM module would do. So let's look at YUM. You can see the YUM module. You can see that YUM module manages packages with the, of course, with the YUM whatever. So you can see the YUM_repository. This add or remove YUM repositories. All right, so you can see the different modules we have here. To know the number of modules this Ansible version has, of course, we can use the we can pipe it to the WC command to just see the number of modules we have here. So you can see that we have about 2,834 modules. So with this, our Ansible version, these are the number of modules we have. And of course, you can also use external modules, but for our course, these modules are enough for us. Also, to get more information about a module, you can check the manual page of the module. And to do that, you can just do Ansible doc, then the name of the module. So for example, the yum module, you can do ansible-doc yum. This will give you a lot of information about the yum module. So you can see the yum module here. You can see that it says installs, upgrade, downgrades, removes, and list packages and groups with the yum package manager. This module only works on Python 2. If you require Python 3 support, see the DNF module. All right, so you can see the different options in this module, and you can see that it's saying equals to is mandatory. So of course this dash is not mandatory. This is just allow underscore downgrade, and you can see what this is doing. You can see what this option is doing. So option also means the same thing as argument. Like I explained, I said to use the Ansible adhoc, you use Ansible managed host, the module and the argument. So this argument also means option. All right, so you can either use the word option or you can either use the word argument. The M here stands for module. So I think we're going to get to the chief editor to edit this part of the document. This is just module. This just represents module. All right, so like I was saying, we have different options or arguments. So this is the allow downgrade, and this is not mandatory. All right, so if you press the space bar, you will see other options. This is auto remove, bug fix, conf underscore file. When you press your space bar, you can see these different options. You can see the different notes we have here. You can see the different examples we also have. So for example, if you want to use the yum module, but this is actually for a playbook. All right, so when we get to the playbook section, you would understand better, but these are options anyway. For example, this is not option, this is just the module. All right, so this is just showing you the examples of how to use the module. All right, in the playbook. This is not for adhoc, this is just for a playbook. So what we're trying to say in essence is that you can get more information about a module. You can get the manual page about a module by using the command ansible doc, then the name of the module. Don't worry, Ansible is a very interesting software. By the time we get on this course real time, you would understand all of this better. Like you will really get it and you will really understand it. But don't worry if you don't really get it for now. By the time we begin to do this in practice, this will just be at the top of your finger. So let's look at the default mode while executing the Ansible adhoc. So there is actually a default module while executing the Ansible adhoc. So you may either use this default module, you may either specify it, and you may not specify it. It depends. And this default module is the command module. So if no module is specified while executing Ansible commands, Ansible assumes that the command module is being used. All right, so this is just the default module. And of course, if you want to look at the command, more information about the command module, just do Ansible doc. This is going to be command. And so let's see what we have. So you can see the command module here. It says, the manual page says that the command module takes the command name followed by a list of space, delimited argument, blah, blah, blah. And these are the options that you can use with the command module. So when you scroll down, you can see different options and you can see different notes as well. And you can also see the examples of how the command module can be used. So this is just the man page, just like when you do man ls, just when you want to check the man page of list or man cart and all of that. So this is just the man page. So having understood what Ansible adhoc command is, what what a module is, and what arguments are. So let's see the step-by-step guide of how to actually use this Ansible adhoc in a real life scenario. All right, so let's bounce to our black screen and let's see how this can be done. Oh, I've forgotten. I don't want this to be a very long session because I want it to be interesting. So I think I will do that in the next lesson. All right. So thank you for watching this video, and please, 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 please subscribe to this channel, like, share, and comment. This is how you can help us to do more. We have a lot of topics, a lot of courses that we want to bring to you guys. So when you subscribe, when you comment, when you share, when you like, you're going to help us to bring more of this to you. Thank you once more, and bye for now.